Hey guys, Brett Weiss here. Welcome to another video. I am at the Portland Retro Gaming Expo, the home of celebs and stars such as
the immortal John Hancock.
Now, I'm going to show you guys some rare games I've found at this show. Incredible. There's a lot of great stuff, but very briefly, John, what's your latest game you've got here at the show?
Not one, but two. Block'em Sock'em 7800 and for the Intellivision.
That is so incredibly cool that the homebrew scene just blows my mind. When I was a kid, I never would have imagined they would still be making games for these consoles. And the fact that popular YouTubers like John are involved with the publication, incredible, simply cool.
Thank you,
oh yeah, it's been a great weekend. John and I have had dinner and breakfast, and we've been hanging out. It's been great show.
Thank you, man.
All right, guys, now let's go take a look. Let's go find some rare games. And right away, I've found Chippendale Rescue Rangers 2. Definitely a tough one to find for the NES. 800 smackers. Box has some wear, but hey, that is one tough box to find. That's a good deal for Mutant League Football. 10 bucks. Wow. That's amazing. A lot of nice CIB stuff here. All right, let's carry on. Always cool to see computer games, big box games. And check it out, guys. Desert Falcon, factory sealed for the Atari XE. Incredibly cool. I would love to open this for my channel, but 65 bucks. I might hold out for a CIB copy. Here's the deal, $35 for all. A bunch of boxed 2600 and Intellivision games. Mostly Intellivision, it looks like, including Mission X, a vertical scroller for the console. Very unusual genre for the Intellivision. A lot of great stuff out here at the Portland show, as always. All kinds of goodies at this booth, including Snatcher, very highly sought after Sega CD game. And Juggernaut, really obscure PS1 game, 100 bucks. Got some really nice Genesis stuff here, including Valis. That's definitely a tough one to find. And these appear to be in really nice condition. Turrican. Tough game to find for sure. Is that a sealed Vector Man? Awesome. It was released late in the life of the Genesis. Awesome game. Ranger X, another toughie. This is like a who's who list of Genesis games that are hard to find. Nice.
This is like a sequel to Hero.
Atari Legends, Audacity Games.
We're just finishing up production by Casey's Gold, which is the game right here. It was the trailer. It's amazing. $60 for a cartridge, and then if you like.
Over here at Die Hard Video Games, they definitely have some tough ones to find. Silent Hill Shattered Memories. A few years ago, you could get that one for 20 bucks. Not anymore. Rule of Rose has gotten really popular with collectors lately. They're realizing it's a very tough game to find. Here's some more tough ones. 1800 for a graded copy of Friday the 13th, 9.0, A++. Good stuff. Got some TI 99 stuff here, including Moonsweeper and Congo Bongo. Two great games there. And check this out, guys. Satan's Hollow for the Commodore. 80 bucks for the floppy disk. That is so cool. And you're not gonna believe this, guys. Checkers for the Fairchild Channel F. $2,000. On price charting, it's $1,500, but sales are very, very few and far between. Got a CIB copy there, absolutely amazing. And there's some more Fairchild carts there. And over here at Gamers in Control, we have got some amazing NES and Super NES stuff, including the very highly sought after Bubble Bobble Part 2. Little Samson, everybody knows how rare that one is, at least everybody that's heavily into retro gaming. Some awesome stuff here, including UN Squadron. That's a game that it looks like a flight simulator, but it's actually a scrolling shooter, a shmup, if you will. Kind of underrated at this point, I think. It's $100 now for CIB. Look for couple of years, it might be way more than that. Mega Bomberman, my favorite game in the Bomberman series. Valis is awesome. And check this out, guys. Contra Shattered Soldier, factory sealed. I love that game. It's one of my favorite non-NES, non-Super NES Contra games. And turning the corner here, we've got games you don't see very often for the Sega CD 32X. I'm sure that confused parents back in the day. Some tough ones to find for that system. That amalgamation of systems. At Game Genie Retro, this massive booth, I want to show you one particular title. Jackie Chan's Action Kung Fu. That game, people are realizing it is extremely hard to find. You got $475 for a CIB copy. And I know a lot of you guys miss the times when retro gaming was a cheap hobby. I do too, but you know, they've become collector's items. And you know, you just gotta, it's just how it is now. For better or for worse. And over in this corner, we've got a tabletop Pac-Man from Coleco and the rare flight command control for the Atari 2600. That's extremely cool. And we've got some incredible Mega Man stuff here, including rare rental cases and the 5-screw cartridge Mega Man. They later went to 3-screw to save money. And got a couple of Game & Watches here, Oil Panic and Mario Brothers. Game & Watch sold really well, but for whatever reason, they're incredibly hard to find today. Awesome stuff. Over here at the very cleverly titled Step Up Your Game. Over here at Step Your Games Up, we have got some really interesting PS1 games, including Ogre Battle, Breath of Fire 3, pretty hard to find. Valkyrie Profile's gotten really expensive in recent years. HK Gaming has some interesting stuff here, including some really highly sought after handhelds, limited editions. Android Assault, very difficult to find for the Sega CD. And Pokemon Coliseum for the GameCube with the bonus disc. And at Miro Games, we've got some really highly sought after Super Nintendo games, including Earthbound, Zero the Kamikaze Swirl. A lot of these 16-bit platformer games that used to be pretty common and not that expensive have really risen in value recently as people realize just how much fun they are to play. And some great Sega CD stuff here. Castlevania Bloodlines, love that one. Really hardcore Castlevania game. Dune, that's a tough one. Guy Aris. The t-shirt ad actually taught people how to say this oddly titled game. It's spelled like Guy, or phonetically spelled Guy Aris. Great side-scrolling shooter. Heavy Metal. Geomatrix, interesting. That's one you don't see every day for the Dreamcast. And a sealed Sonic Adventure, awesome. Rarely do you see so much boxed Game Gear stuff in one place. You frequently see tubs of Game Gear cartridges, including Vampire Master of Darkness. Yeah, CIB Game Gear, very tough to find these days, especially this many. Shinobi 2, wow. 2 copies of Shinobi 2, that's just crazy. Amazing stuff. Super Space Invaders, I really enjoyed that one back in the day, although it was a little too easy, but it was fun to play. Bust-A-Move 2, another great one. And let's go around to the other side of the booth where they've got even more Game Gear stuff. Multiple titles and some sealed stuff. G-Lock Air Battle, that's a fun one. Good shooter. Ooh, Devilish, check this out. That's a great pinball game. $60, that's a fair price for that. And that is just the tip of the iceberg of all the incredible, rare, unusual, and awesome games I've seen at Portland Retro Gaming Expo this weekend. Phenomenal show. If you went to the show, let me know in the comments what you picked up. Did you see anything interesting in the video you'd like to add to your collection? Let me know in the comments. Thank you for liking, thank you for subscribing. We'll talk to you in another video. Hope to see you at a video game convention soon.